autophagy is one hell of a wonderful process. So I wanted to talk about this in this video. And so it's basically a process when your body starts breaking down non-functioning or old cell parts because it lacks nutrients or something like that. And so there are three main things which that process does, and there are 4 things which you can do to trigger this process. And it's a wonderful process which our bodies literally give us as a possibility or option which we can trigger, and so why not use this for our advantage. And so the main 3 points which this process does or covers is, as I mentioned, it recycles old cell parts or non-functioning parts, and also it not only recycles them, but if they are non-recyclable, then it will destroy them. And when it destroys them, it will use the raw materials from those distracted or destroyed components for building new components, new and functioning and proper functioning cell parts. And so it's really wonderful, and that's not all. Another huge benefit from it is that it will literally destroy pathogens, and that could, I don't know, for example, include bacteria and viruses. So it's just fabulous. That's why I wanted to mention this process. And there are several ways which you can or how you can trigger this phenomenon. And the first one is fasting. So you probably know what it means, but just to briefly explain, it's a period of time which you set for yourself that you won't eat anything throughout that time. You can drink water if you are having food fasting. And so, for example, from evening time till morning, so you will fast throughout the night and somewhat throughout the evening and morning. And that can cause autophagy as well. Mainly because autophagy is triggered when you lack nutrients, and so your cells need to intake some sort of food or nutrients in any sort of way. So if they can't get it from the external environment, they will get it from the internal. And so that's how it works. And the second option which you can go for is not intermittent fasting, so restricting eating altogether. Or what you can do is, for a certain period of time, but much longer than fasting, is to have a calorie restriction. So you will intake less calories, and it's working similarly, so you won't have enough nutrients, and so it will cause autophagy. The third option is actually somewhat interesting, is the keto diet. And so it's basically high fat and low carb diet, and that can also trigger this process. And as the last thing which can trigger this process is exercise. The article that I was reading didn't mention specific exercises which you can do or the intensity of them, so you can check that on your own, but some sort of an exercise can trigger this phenomenon as well. And I really had to mention this, even if it will be a short video, because it's something that can motivate you to do fasting, to be on a proper diet and exercise, because literally, as you saw, it has many benefits. And if you want to dive deeper, then for sure do. If you find out something that I haven't mentioned, or actually some sort of a negative which I didn't mention, then you can for sure comment it down below. We can start the discussion maybe. And if you have found this video valuable, then you can watch this video next. What you're waiting for, bro? Watch this next.